Okay, today we are going to read Big Max and the Mystery of the Missing Giraffe. Big Max was looking out his window. "It is a nice day for a mystery," he said. The telephone buzzed. "Ha!" Big Max said. "Perhaps somebody needs me now." "Is this Big Max the world's greatest detective?" a voice says. "I try to be," said Big Max. "Who is calling, please?" "This is King Punchypillow. I am calling from my palace in Shoe," the voice said. "Do you have a cold?" asked Big Max. "No," said the king. "I've just been stuck with a lot of silly names." "What is the problem?" Big Max asked. "My pet giraffe, Jake, is missing," the king said. "Can you find him?" "I can't find anything," Big Max said. "Where is Shoe?" "It's near some trees," the king said. "What else is it near?" asked Big Max. "It is between Sneeze and Gensuditch, just past Runny Nose," the king said. "Don't worry," said Big Max. "I will be there right away." "What airline are you taking?" the king asked. "My own," said Big Max. "I fly by umbrella." Big Max blew into his umbrella. The umbrella filled with air. "Ready for takeoff," Big Max said. He flew into the sky. Big Max flew over the ocean. He saw a big fish jump. Big Max flew lower. "Pardon me," he said. "Is Runny Nose hard to find?" "Not for whales like me," the fish said. The whale blew a spout of water. It splashed over his head. "See?" the whale said. "It's not hard." "Thank you," Big Mac said. "That's a good trick." Big Max flew over the desert. "I see camels," he said, "but no giraffe." Big Max flew over trees. Soon he saw a baby deer. "Pardon me," Big Mac said. "Is this the way to Sneeze?" "Sorry, I can't help you," the deer said. "I'm too young and I don't know how to sneeze yet." Big Max flew over some more trees. "I'd better find it soon," he said. "I am running out of air." The umbrella and Big Max flew lower. "Prepare for landing," he shouted. Big Max landed in a tree. He stopped falling. Instead, he started bouncing. He bounced up and down. "This is a funny kind of tree," Big Max said. Big Max fell to the ground. A man came running up. "Are you Big Max?" he asked. "I am King Punchypillow. This is a funny kind of tree," Big Max said. "It bounces you all around." "It is supposed to do that," the king said. "It is a rubber tree." Said Big Max. "Rubber trees have the rubber stuff inside. This one has it all over." "Of course," the king said. "This is our special kind of rubber tree. It grows only in Shoe." Big Max said. "That is interesting. Now please show me where you last saw Jack, your giraffe." "I hope you can find him," the king said. "I always find what I look for," Big Mac said. "I will find him." The king led Big Max to his palace. Suddenly the air was filled with sounds. There were loud roars. There were loud animal growls. "Those are wild animal sounds," Big Mac said. Kid Pillow smiled. Yes, he said, but these animals are not so wild. They are my pets. See, the king said, they are just playing games. I showed them how to play. That is wonderful, said Big Max. He saw 2 lions playing ping pong. He saw 2 kangaroos playing tennis. He saw 2 birds roller skating. I see 2 of every kind, said Big Max. How many giraffes do you have? Jake was my only giraffe, the king said. He had nobody to play with, so I made a place for him where he could play by himself. Show it to me, said Big Max. The king took Big Max away to a big courtyard. Inside was a basketball court. See, the king said. He could shoot basket here all by himself. Said Big Max. Giraffe don't have hands, said Big Max. How could Jake shoot baskets? With his mouth, the king said. He could blow them in. What could Jake do if he missed? Big Mac asked. He could get very mad, said the king. What would he do then? Asked Big Max. He will kick some rocks, said the king. When was the last time you saw Jake? Big Max asked. Last Friday night, the king said. We were watching a soccer game on TV. The next morning, he was gone. Big Max looked up the high walls. He said. A giraffe cannot jump that high. He looked closer. Giraffe cannot climb walls, he said. He looked at the lock on the gate. Was this gate locked? Big Mac asked. Yes, and I have the key, the king said. Said Big Max. Jake has found a new way to be missing. Perhaps you're not such a great detective after all, the king said. We shall see, said Big Max. Look, I think, he said. That is a secret to solving a mystery. I think we will never find Jake, the king said. We will find him, Big Max said. A giraffe is too big to hide. Big Max looked up. These walls are very high, he said. But giraffes are very tall. Giraffes have long necks. They could look over the walls. Yes, he could, said the kid. But there is nothing to see. What is outside the walls? Asked Big Max. Just the trees. The trees, the king said. My rubber trees. Ha! Big Max said. I know how Jake did it. We must hurry to find him. They ran outside. They ran around the high walls. They ran around the trees. If we find out where Jake went, Big Mac said, we will know why he went. I see, the king said. Giraffes have big feet, Big Mac said. These must be Jake's footprints. They have a very big feet, the king said. That's why he was good at kicking rocks. They followed Jake's tracks. If we find out where Jake went, we will know why he went, Big Mac said. Jake never even said goodbye, the king said. Perhaps he was in a hurry, said Big Max. Suddenly the tracks disappeared. There was only grass now. We have lost the trail, Big Mac said. Jake, this is not funny, the king shouted. Wait, said Big Max. There is another way to follow him. Giraffes like to eat the tops of trees. We must look higher. We must follow the torn tops of the trees. You are a great detective, the king said. Look and think, said Big Max. That is the secret. They came to the little stream. They waddled across the water. They walked up a hill. Big Max stopped. Wait, he said. Why are we stopping? The kid asked. Something is wrong, Big Mac said. This is a different kind of hill, he said. This hill is moving. Hills do not move. It has thick skin. It has small ears. It has big feet like a hippopotamus. He has the big mouth of a hippopotamus. It must be a hippopotamus. I always wondered what I was, the hippo said. See, I was right, said Big Max. We're looking for a missing giraffe, he said. Have you seen one? Nope, the hippo said. But you can look inside and see it for yourself. No, thank you, Big Max said. We will take your word for it. They hurried away. There was a great roaring noise. The ground shook. The trees shook. Big Max and the king shook. It is an earthquake, the king shouted. We must run for our lives. No, Big Mac said. It's not an earthquake. It is a soccer game. A soccer game? The kid asked. They looked down from the hill. Animals were all around. They were cheering. In the middle, there were many giraffes. They were kicking a soccer ball. Which one is Jake? Big Mac asked. I see him, the king said. He is the one with the red spots. Another case solved, Big Mac said. Now we know why Jake ran away. When he saw the soccer game on TV, it reminded him how he missed playing with his old team. No wonder he was always kicking rocks, the king said. He was staying in shape. Now I know why Jake ran away, the king said. What I want to know is how did Jake get away? It was the trees, Big Mac said. It was your special rubber trees. That was the clue. Somebody blew a whistle. The first is over, said Big Max. Jake will be here soon. You can ask him yourself. Tell me now, the king said. I cannot wait that long. Big Mac saw a giraffe coming. He had red spots all over him. Giraffes like to eat leaves, Big Mac said. Jake reached over the wall to shoot the rubber tree leaves. Rubber stretches. It also snaps back. It's like pulling on a rubber band. Jake will pull down on a mouthful of leaves. They will stretch back. The harder Jake pulled, the harder they stretched back. Finally, Jake pulled too hard. The leaves and the rubber branches pulled back twice as hard. They pulled Jake over the wall. I hear what you say, Jake said. Yes, that is how I did it. That is the first time I ever liked rubber leaves. I am sorry, Jake, the king said. I didn't know you liked playing soccer. It's more fun than kicking rocks, Jake said. The kid took out his checkbook. How would you like $1,000,002 rubbers for finding Jake? He said. If it's all right with you, Big Mac said, you can buy us 2 tickets for the rest of the game instead. They just play the first half. It's all right with me, said the kid. They watched the soccer game. Jake's team won 32-4. Big Mac said goodbye to Jake and the king. Then he blew his umbrella. All's well that ends well, he said. And off blew Big Max, the greatest detective in the world. Si te gustó este video, dale me gusta y no te olvides de suscribirte. También entra a www.creacosta.com
para adquirir práctica de este y de otros temas, productos exclusivos y tener la oportunidad de matricularte a mis clases de inglés.